Hi everyone, welcome to the big lady of the small house. Today I decided to take a break from our desert. We're going to the forest for the mushroom hunting. Just a small stop at the local mountain. Well, the higher mountains of course, but this is the trademark. This mountain is called Beş Parmak, 5 fingers. Some rocks have already fallen out, like 20 years ago, something like that. Used to be 5 peaks out there. And I have borrowed the dog. I cannot take my dog with me because he was abused. He's really scared of strangers. But this one is a puppy, one of our common tourists took him for training. So this is the mix of Kurzhaar, the German short-haired pointer, and Cocker Spaniel, 5 months old. Stinky little stinker. He's entertaining us with his stomach smells. I don't know what he's eating, but his gases are really, really horrible. So we finished foraging in one part of the forest. I've got myself 2 parasols, some Lepista nuda, and some honey mushrooms. And we collected everything here, so we'll probably move to another place. And we're back to the normal forest where we usually forage and mushroom hunt. Just look at this. Look at him. Just listen to him. Oh, wow. Please. Opa. Just look at that. He's so tough. Well, slimes ate him, but he looks okay. Great. Have to look for some more. If there's one, there's definitely should be more around. That's a good start. In this forest I got this one and 2 Rosulas. There are a lot of crocuses here. Oh, look at that. Just look at that. The whole forest is filled. And I found some, I think it's champignons. Let me see. Yes, fresh. But actually they are. This is the Möller champignons. They're yellow. And they are not edible. That's the same thing. Just plenty of them. I'll see if there's any normal. Seems to be okay, but I'll leave it and watch if it will turn yellow. Because they're growing so close together and look very similar. That's more champs. But those are not edible at all. And I'll watch these while I'm foraging. If they turn yellow, I'll throw them away. This is it so far. I have to check that area. And here some more russula and some kind of lactarius. I'll take it and I'll see what it is. Oh, there's more. This one I know for sure. I've eaten them before. That's we call it the whip mushroom. Now if you can see, there's a tiny whip. I'll leave it like this. And I'll search for more. There's more russula. There's more, but it's already too old to eaten. So this is my harvest for today, and this is the one of the caprinuses. In Russian we call them the magpie caprinus 1 and 2. Beautiful, but they're not edible, but still nice to see. And one of my favorites, Macrolibiota conradii, quite edible. That's the special pattern for it. The ring is already dissolved. Very tasty. Glad I found it. I'll search for more because this is the second one I found this at this particular spot. So there must be more. This is the patch I found. I think this is... no. I thought it's a champignon, but it's not. But I also found here 3 puffballs. They're already late to eat, but they're full of spores. And I'll try to introduce them. This one is soft too. It's a bit late for them. Yeah, soft. I'll try to introduce them in my garden. This season there will be plenty of foliage. So get all of them together and see if I can get them growing in my garden. These are not edible. And there's something, lots of mushrooms, but there's another puffball. There's another one. It can go to my garden too. It's ready to burst. So I'll pack them when I get home. I'll pack them in a bag so I don't get spores around the house. Only in the garden. Oh, look at that! Look at that! There's another puffball. And Another, oh, this one is already old and eaten. The weather is quite dry and that's the end of the season, so these macrolepiotis are quite small. The ring is easy to remove and slide, so it's definitely one of the macrolepiotis, one of the types of parasol. Not Conradi, but it's got this little nipple on. Nope. That one is eaten. That one is eaten too. As you can see, they're quite small. Usually they're about 5 centimeters taller and bigger in diameter. But it's quite dry in the forest for them. So we'll see what else I can find here. Another puffball. Ready to burst. Today in my garden with a bit of mycelium. And another one. They'll do good. So I have lots of sticks from the cut trees that are not, that can't fit into shredder. So I will cut them into small pieces and infest them with these balls. Yes, I quite like to eat them when they're fresh, when they're white inside. And if you wash them, rinse all the spikes and cut in half and fry in butter. It tastes like the spring potato. Really nice. So that's one thing I definitely want to grow in my garden. Oops. I think I need to take a rest. I should go first because the bus is about to leave and people are waiting for me, and I'm just sitting here looking at another puffball, but they already exploded, so they're no use for me. So this is it. That's the village. People living here, and they can forage literally in the background, backyard. So you can see cow manure everywhere. The cows are also eating in the forest. Oops, another ball. Probably there's a stick somewhere, but I might leave it. I had them grown in my garden about 3 years ago, but just because I wasn't there to water the stick pile, it eventually died away. But this season I want to make sure that I will plant them. Lots of stuff for them to grow. Okay, next stop is another forest. And another 5 caprinuses here. There's 3 here and 2 over there. And the puppies here. Puppy! Here is one of the amanitas. Look at that. It's got the skirt, slug eating it, and somewhere down there is the egg, the remains of the sack that where it came from. So I'll leave it like this and let the slug eat it. And another amanita, I think it's citrina. As you can see, the egg hasn't opened yet, so we'll leave it here. Last thing I want to have it in my bag.